And well. Welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Wa2K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So, the Jets play this week on Monday Night Football, one of only 3 nationally televised games that they have all season. And they play in a stadium where they have not won a game in 11 years. That's right. The last time the Jets actually beat Miami was Rex Ryan was still the head coach. How long has that been? Yeah, that's about the last time the Jets were actually really relevant. All right, so we are here to make our 5 bold predictions for the Dolphins versus Jets game, also make our score prediction. But before we do that, let's quickly recap the predictions we made for the Buccaneers game. So last week I predicted Cade Otton would score a touchdown. He did not. He didn't even have a catch in the game, although he did look pretty good blocking the living daylights out of Michael Clemens on that one long run by Baker Mayfield. Not that I'm still aggravated about it. Number 2, I predicted Bucky Irving would be held to under 75 yards rushing, and he was. The Jets held him to just 66 yards on the ground. Number 3, I predicted that Hassan Reddick, the Jets' old nemesis, would get a sack in this game. Didn't have a sack, but he did have a tackle for a loss. Number 4, I predicted Arian Smith would have a catch of at least 40 yards. I thought the Jets would be throwing the ball downfield a little bit more than they did. No, that did not quite work out. The longest reception that the Jets had all game long was Tyler Johnson for 20 yards. And I also predicted the Jets would force 2 fumbles and recover 1. Okay, that was a good one. Yeah. That did not work out. The Jets have still not forced a turnover after 3 games. I predicted the Buccaneers would win by 6. They actually won by 2, I believe. So, all right, let's go on. Jets, Dolphins. So what am I looking at this week? Well, you're looking at 2 0-3 teams, both obviously struggling in their own way. Both have struggles on defense, but both have coaches who are being called into question. But I would say Mike McDaniel, I think his time is going to be running out a lot sooner than Aaron Glenn's will. So my first prediction, I believe the Dolphins will have at least 3 plays of 30 yards or more. The speed that Miami brings to the table really worries me. The Jets have had miscommunications in the secondary all season long. They lose their fastest linebacker in Quincy Williams, which I think opens up the Dolphins' running game substantially. Yeah, I'm worried that we're going to see some big plays by Miami in this game. Number 2, Devon Achane, I believe, will have at least 110 all-purpose yards in this game between running and receiving. It might surprise some people to know that Devon Achane actually has more receptions than any other Dolphin. More than Jalen Waddle, more than Tyreek Hill. So they like to use him in the passing game now. And if he can get one-on-one coverage with the Jamian Sherwood or with some of these other linebackers, with a Kiko Malagoa, some of these safeties who have shown no ability that they know how to actually make a tackle, it scares me. Number 3, I'll say something positive. I will say that Quinn Williams gets at least 1.5 sacks in this game. Miami's offensive line is beat to shreds. You've got backups at right guard, right tackle. You've got a rookie at left guard. The center, Aaron Brewer, is a veteran, but he's very undersized. I think Quinn Williams has a big game, and that's not going to be easy because Tua, say what you want about him, but 2 things he does well. He throws accurately, but he gets the ball out of his hand fast. I said this on my live show, 2.7 seconds. Not going to get into the specific numbers like I did on the show, but suffice to say, when he gets rid of the ball in 2.7 seconds or less, he completes a lot more passes. He doesn't turn the ball over. The Dolphins move the ball down the field. Once you get to about 2.8 to 3 seconds, he starts overthinking it, and that's when he gets himself in trouble. So I say Quinnen's going to have 1.5 sacks in this game. Number 4, Garrett Wilson gets at least 10 targets. Josh Reynolds may be returning. I don't think it really matters. Against a Miami defense that is not very good, especially in their secondary, there's no cornerback in my mind who should really be able to compete with Garrett. I'd be surprised if Miami doesn't try to double team him. But I do believe that the Jets will try to force feed Garrett the football. I say he gets at least 10 targets in this game. And number 5, what the heck? I'm going to say the Jets turn my own. I'm going to say there's at least 2 turnovers in this game. 2 total turnovers. Because, like I said, neither of these teams has turned an opponent over yet. And I believe this is the first time, I think one of the Jets beat writers said this, 1933, first time since 1933 when the NFL started tracking turnovers, that you have 2 teams that are both 0-3 and have not forced a turnover. That is just an insane stat to think about. That's nearly a century ago. As far as the score prediction goes, I just don't have a lot of confidence in the Jets right now. I think Miami is feeling desperation a little bit more than the Jets are. The fact that they're home, I do believe, helps. I've already talked about the speed of the Miami skill position players, but on the other side, Miami loves to blitz. They blitz over 50% of the time. And we saw last week the Jets had no ability to pick up the Tampa Bay blitz. So if they can't do it against Tampa Bay, why should I have any confidence that they will pick it up against Miami, who's going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until the Jets find some way to counter? So I'm picking Miami to win, and I'm picking a final score of 27-17. Yes, I'm picking the Jets to drop to 0-4. It hurts my heart to do this, but I got to call it as I see it, and I would love to be wrong. All right, those are my predictions. Go ahead and put yours down there in the comments if you have any ones that you want to throw back at me. And reminder, join me Wednesday night, 6 p.m. And also the full game preview video is about to be up as well. So look for the full video of Jets Dolphins. The confidence picks video has been posted as well. But everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you all right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.